Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Rosie here, and I play Dead by Daylight so you don't have to. Okay, so are we just moving on from this topic? Is that what are we just gonna pretend that they didn't just do this to us again? That's what I'm wondering. How many of you are just so willy-nilly ready to move on? Let's talk about something else. You shouldn't focus on the negative, Rosie. Focus on the good. Let's talk about something else. The perks are good, right? Stars Suck is good on like 2 characters, and the Hex is good. Let's focus on the good. The chapter's not broken this time. Let's focus on the good. These devs try so hard. Why are you criticizing them again, Rosie? Because this is fucking pig slop. This is shit for the birds. Okay? Like, throughout my time playing this game, I don't think I've ever seen a killer come out with absolutely no fanfare like this. The only argument, honestly, that you have is the twins. And that was the chapter right before this one. So, the game is in a shit state where there's no excitement. No one's happy to be playing this game. Scott Junn doesn't like where the game is right now. He's not satisfied with it. True wants the game to get a hot fix patch and for it to get fucking fixed and more balanced. The only one that's having fun with this game is content creator Shill Darva. Okay? Like, the only people that are having fun with this game right now are the fucking shills. Alright? That's the fucking reality of the situation. Alright? So, I thought I would do a little comparison. Because, oh, lucky days, happy me. The behavior put out their piece of shit killer at the same time that Identity V decided, you know what we should do, guys? Let's change the meta. So, we have a really full on display here the difference between the two companies in terms of their release and their philosophy on the game. Okay, so you know what? In fairness, I was going to show some of my clips as Trickster, but in fairness, I'm probably not the best Trickster in the world, and I don't have any broken wheel clips yet. So I decided, you know what we're doing? Let's go see what True's got. Let's see what True's been doing. Okay, so let's watch some gameplay of Trickster.
She will have fought our further away, most likely. I don't want to throw until I know that it's going to be a confirm. I want to keep her here. Do I want to keep her here though? Nice movement.
Okay, so he got his down. You can't say he didn't get it down. He already got like a weird grab on a bad survivor earlier, so like he's moving pretty decently. Okay, this took him around, let's say he got the hits around which the Claudette, if the Claudette was smart, she could have dropped the pallet right there and negated any hits from him. But which is probably what I would have done, TBH. I kind of see why she needed to get mileage because they already lost their, like, they didn't really lose their early game, but somebody got down pretty fast, so I kind of understand she was trying to get some time back, but, you know, whatever. Okay, so, neither here nor there. She took a hit here, though, okay? And so, all in all, this took about, what, 40 seconds to do? About 40 seconds to do, per se. Alright, so 40 seconds to actually find the guy and down them. Okay, at one tile. This is like best case scenario for Trickster. Also, if you don't think he was struggling here, like, watch this shit.
Nice movement.
Like, watch him struggle. And honestly, like, look at the amount of right plays he had to make just to, like, get the guy down. ridiculous. The character is so fucking weak. It's very sad to even watch this character attempted to be even played. Like, look at the amount of struggle he's going for. Okay, so here's another one. Notice the reliance on basic attacks on a 110 character. He has saved the best for last in his kit. And the idea with Monitor is that he's sneaking up to get a basic attack easier. He's working basic attacks into his game plan because the knives are so fucking weak.
They're going over to my ruin.
That worked because she ran in a straight line and didn't even attempt to even dodge it. She didn't even do anything. Like you see, like that was completely in her hands, the survivor. She just sat there and let it happen to her. I can see that's now you see when you're a Dead by Daylight developers and that's your skill level. Of course they thought the character looked good when they were testing him, because look, they're all trash at the development studio, right?
They're going over to my ruin.
So that's what an average game looked like at the developer studio. That right there. You have McLean, who kind of knows what he's doing, testing the killer, versus fucking baby developer survivors, and then they did that, and Almo was going, "Whoa, this'll be statistically good, guys." Like, yeah, like that, because nobody there is above anything. If she shifted to the right here, she could have went behind that little pole, which would have severely negated the amount of hits she would have taken. And then she could have rotated around and then gotten to the God Pallet. That's not really a God Pallet. She could have rotated around. And the point is, she wouldn't have gotten down in 20 seconds. That's not even that. Like, she got down in, like, about 20 seconds. Yeah, she got down about 20 seconds. She would not have gotten down in 20 seconds. And then if she rotated correctly, she probably could have even dodged around and gone more corners and then changed the verticality. This person had options to not get down in 20 seconds, but when you suck at red rank, because we have a matchmaking system that's horrendous, this is the kind of potatoes you're getting in your red rank matches. It's really true, dude. It's really, really true.
I was going so slow there. I went down to 60 speed then.
The reason I'm bringing this clip up is it's not really even a clip in and of itself. It's just, look how he just, notice how he's ignoring main event. Main event, the character's big power-up mode, right? This character's take on the big power-up mode. True's just ignoring it. He doesn't even acknowledge it when it comes up.
I was going so slow there. I went down to 60.
He doesn't even acknowledge main event's existence. I guess chat was wondering about why he didn't even talk about it, because he goes over it right now. Like, wow.
I'm also not using his main.
Like, why did she do that? She could have ducked around the corner right there and not gotten hit. Notice everybody in this match is like a base skin. Like, she let that happen to her too, bro.
Also not using his main ability, as you notice, because it's trash.
Look.
Using his main. I'm also not using his main ability, as you notice, because it's trash.
It's trash. I'm not using his main ability because it's trash. I'm not using the power-up mode because it's trash. Like, how is this the state of new characters, where you have to immediately figure out what powers that they have that are useless and that you shouldn't be using? Like, for real. Like, the behavior designs these debilitating problems into these powers, and you have to figure out what this is also in terms of add-ons. What am I not using? Like, the pool of the things you're not using is much bigger than the pool of the things that you are using. It's ridiculous.
Go on, I'll try it. Hope I don't regret it.
And then he gets the down with it, because base game Claudette's a piece of crap. Yeah, nice play there, dude. Embarrassing.
Rocks to protect the survivors.
Okay.
When
That's Jay. We'll get to Jay in a second. Now that's all the game. Like you see the basic problems. Every time he's actually getting it down, it's not really working. The only person that gave him kind of problems was the really big tile, and that was a weak survivor, because as you saw, that survivor got down by fucking main event later on. So that survivor clearly wasn't even the best as they looped that tile. So the character has massive underlying problems. Main event is trash and unusable. It's bad. The whole killer is fucking trash. Okay? And True's not the only one that noticed this, bruh. Let's listen to what Jay has to say.
Rocks to protect the survivors. When I ask what is the killer's purpose, I also want the devs to release killers that will make me want to play them. I said previously, if I wanted to play a range killer, why would I not play a Huntress or Deathslinger, who are much more powerful than this killer? Today, after being humbled so many times by survivors, I reverted back to Freddy for a game. And one good thing that Trickster has managed to do is he's managed to make me appreciate the other killers much more. This shouldn't be the case. I want to be excited for new chapters. I want to try out new killers. I don't want to feel like a helpless baby and basically being a survivor's sex toy during a trial because...
Yeah, okay. There you go. Perfect summation. A very dangerous line that I want to focus in on is this one.
For a game. And one good thing that Trickster has managed to do is he's managed to make me appreciate the other killers much more.
The reason why that line is so dangerous is that all the other killers are bad. Like, let's not forget, the rest of the roster, it fucking sucks. The roster fucking sucks. Like, let's not forget that. So the fact that this guy has come out and is like, wow, I appreciate fucking Shitslinger way more now. That's bad. The fact that we're looking at Shitslinger, who's still not he's not viable. He's close. He could use a few changes to get him, to push him over there. But, like, the fact that, like, we're appreciating the other characters on the roster because this guy is so bad. The fact that you've talked, like, that's not even just Jay. I've done it too. Like, the fact that I'm sitting here going, you know, at least when I play Plague, I can do this. At least when I play Demo, I feel like this. Like, that's a problem, because Plague and Demo fucking blow. Okay? So, like, the entire philosophy here just isn't working.
Haven't given him a chance, and you'll need to learn him. So here is what I have to say about that. I'm happy to put the time and effort into learning and getting good with someone, but let's look at the kill list. Why would I put time and effort into a killer who is extremely weak when I can put the same effort into, say, a nurse or Billy and get good with them? I know the end results, because if you see someone that has practiced with nurse, then they're going to be going into trial with some sort of level footing against good survivors. Why would I put the time and effort, which, to be quite frank, I don't play this professionally, I don't have thousands of hours to waste, I have a job and I play this game for fun, and I do make videos about it in my spare time. I don't expect to be known as a great player, so why am I wasting my time playing as a killer that is going to get absolutely whooped by decent survivors, even if I put all the time and effort in? I'll put the time...
See, now that's a good point as well, because this is why power creep is so important. This is why you need power creep in your game, right here. Because there's no purpose to playing this character. Zero. The reason that, like, there's no reason to buy or play the new products if they don't have any advantages over the old ones. Other than that you're a complacent shill that'll do anything. Like, for real. Like, seriously. Like, I mean, there's no objective reason to do this. People are going to try him, realize he's bad, and shove him in the box. And then you're never going to see him again at the red rank. And then it's back to the same shit you've seen the whole fucking time. True's already moved on. Scott Junn's not even playing him on his channel. Scott Junn posted one video called The Only Trickster Game That Will Ever Be on This Channel. Like, no one cares about this fuckwit. No one gives two fucking craps. And that's not how your new content should be. Your new content should be the most feared thing in the game, and you should be, like, trying to devise strategies weeks before it comes out. Whereas this goes, you go, how am I going to beat fucking Trickster? Same way I beat everybody. Fucking Gen Rush him and he can't do anything because he sucks. Okay? Let's compare that to the other new killer that dropped this week in Identity 5. This killer is called the Breaking Wheel, or as his new nickname is in the community, the Broken Wheel, because he's kind of insane. Do you guys think this character is going to suffer from any of the problems that Trickster does? Do you think the breaking wheel has any issues of powers, and you got to find out which of the powers are bad and which ones to avoid? Do you think he has issues like that? Let's find out. Easy! Easy! It's fucking easy, gamers! Okay, so let's watch that one back now. So, how long did that take? Trickster's took... True Talent's way better than the guy he played against, and that down took, like, what, 40 seconds the first time we watched? This down took about, what is that? Finds are like right here. That down took about 15 seconds, everybody. Wow. Alright, that down also took about 20 seconds. But look, in the same amount of time that it took True to actually get the down as Trickster, this guy found a survivor and downed them. And that's not just any survivor, that's former best kiter in the game, Perfumer. This is a character that has had meta success in the past. And still does. She's one of the best survivors in the game still. Still, she's one of the best survivors in the game. And, oh no! This killer made her look like a baby's toy! This killer made her look so fucking bad. Like, seriously. Like, your first thought was probably, well, that survivor's probably just bad. Like, when you were watching that. No, the killer just made the survivor look bad. You put Perfumer up against a different character, and, oh no. Oh no. Perfumer is going to be kiting for like 2 ciphers. There was a Perfumer I was watching on Call of the Abyss. His average kite time was 75 seconds. A pro Perfumer's average kite time is 75 seconds. This guy couldn't kite Broken Wheel for 20 seconds. That is power, ladies and gentlemen. And that's how you hype the player base up. It's like, oh, former best character in the game, Perfumer. Wow, look at this, dude. And like for just this first few seconds, look at this. Within the first seconds, you go, oh, look, appealing concept. We have a character that fucking spins around and just runs. He just spins around, bruh. Look at him go. He just spins around. Oh, and guess what? He's a tier 3 difficulty. So this isn't just given to people for free. Look at these tight angles and tight turns you have to make with this kid to actually pull it off with success. So right away, you have a learning curve with him. It's like, oh, you have to put some time into him here. But look what you can do when you put the time in. Look what you can do when the time comes to actually play him. Look what you can do. Like, that's how you know you have a good product, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this guy's the best breaking wheel in the world right now. And, like, that's what you can do when you put some time in. It's like every play with him's a fucking Giphy cat. That's Mercenary he's chasing, who is the probably the second best survivor in the game right now. And the amount of multitasking that he had to do there. He went there, spiked Merce for later. He's blocking her from the roller coaster. Just to wait the owl out. Yeah, there was really nothing more she could do. Look at, so like the amount of multitasking and bouncing he just had to go do in that minute of the game. He went, focused Merce for a second. like he went focus burst, came back, hit the guy who got her out, and then he's back on her. Like, he had to multitask 3 survivors there. This is not easy to do, ladies and gentlemen. Just when you think there's not enough to learn about, you have this thing where it's like, oh, he has another ability. Look, the amount of layers this character has, dude. Oh, 3. Oh, boom. That's mercenary, bro. He just stuffed out mercenary. So we know that he checks perfumer and the mercenary. Mercenary currently has very limited checks. Like, this is how you go, this is how you hype a new product up, bro. He checks Seer. He can beat Seer's owl out with his second ability. The owl will probably be gone by then, granted, but still. Oh, what's that? Another new ability? He can just, when he has 2 spikes on you at max presence, he can just convert the spikes into damage and down you. Oh, that's insane. That's another down. That's another new ability he has. He's got traps, dude. Now, you know what? So obviously this character is sparked an is he OP conversation. Obviously. Do I think he's OP? I think it's a very strong possibility that he's OP. But like, even if he is OP, let him stay in the game for a little bit. Let people figure out why exactly he is OP. Which power is the one that needs to go? Because we don't want to ruin him, but at the same time, he does have a lot of stuff that a balanced game like this would very much shift in his direction. So if he's not nerfed, but I don't know, dude. I don't know. And again, we haven't seen, like, we've seen that pro play, but again, he's the #1 player in the server, so that might not be an accurate reflection of everyone else in the server. And we'd have to watch, and we'll see what his tournament's performances start looking like. But like, the fact is that this is the hot conversation of the game right now. People aren't just moving away from him. People aren't just saying focus on the good. The conversation is, this character's fucking crazy. That's what the conversation is right now. This character's fucking crazy. And like, here's the reaction from Persuadable, who is this game's big content, one of this game's big content creators. Watch him analyze the game.
That body blocks him in. Traps him again. Jesus fuck.
Look at him scratching his head, dude. Like, that's the little things like that. When you see the people that know how, like you see the content creators go, Jesus Christ, this character. Like, it's the little things like that hype him up. The only thing that DBD does is they have to ask for a list of changes immediately. They can't sit there and appreciate it. The thing about Broken Wheel is you have to sit here, before you even think about any changes, you have to comprehend him. You have to sit there and just watch him and go, oh my god. Like, what do you even nerf on Broken Wheel? He's got so many abilities that you're forced to just sit there and watch him until you figure out what to do with him. Even if you go, or if, God forbid, you don't nerf him. Like, you have to actually sit there and watch him. That's why I think he should be left in the game. Especially since he's going to have a high learning curve. It's going to take people a little bit to figure him out. But do you think any of Broken Wheel's abilities are being passed up on? I'll leave you with this one final quote again.
I'm also not using his main ability, as you notice, because it's trash.
I'm not using his main ability because it's trash. Do you think anybody that is playing Broken Wheel is saying, I'm not using this ability because it's trash? No. Everything the character has high-level application, and everything the character has is usable in his kit, and there's nothing fucking wrong with them other than the fact that he might have too much shit. And you know what? That's how you should be designing characters. Go all out at the beginning, ask questions later. Because that's how you hype the player base up, and that's how you power creep the game, and that's how you get the player base excited for a new product. What does the new product have over the old product? Okay, this is called power creep. And you know what? It's good for the fucking game. Seeing Broken Wheel check the Mercenary has been the most wonderful thing for me as a guy who plays the fucking Mercenary. Because Mercenary's so fucking robotic. I'm gonna run in and get the rescue and there's nothing he can fucking do about it. Bullshit. The fact that Broken Wheel checks the Mercenary is a good thing, and they should make sure they leave the ability to check the Mercenary in. But that's a subject for another day about a Broken Wheel video. This is, like, do you understand the differences in the conversations? The Identity 5 player base is going, holy shit, what are we gonna do? And Dead by Daylight community's already making videos on new topics because the character's so fucking uninteresting. I'm getting the hell out of here. I think I've made my point about the differences in the philosophy, and I'll leave you with one question. Which character looks more interesting to you? Which one looks more fun to play? The one that struggles, or the one that actually has control over the situation? I'm getting the hell out of here, lads. GG's. Bye-bye.